Alright, it's no doubt been a very long time since I played Ghost of Tabor. I've been really enjoying DayZ, but I kind of want to get back into making a video, and it's been a long time since I have covered an island map guide. If you haven't seen that video, it's still relevant, but there's a lot of really old stuff that doesn't exist anymore. With patch 0.7.3, there was a lab remake, and I've been playing this a lot. What I want to do is I want to go in and I want to show you guys all of the best rat spots. If this goes super well, we'll go ahead and do all the other maps as well, but let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so we are in IoT. Some of these spots you guys may know, some of these spots you may not know. They might be different to you. Stick around though. There's going to be some for everybody. Maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know how many of these you actually knew existed. I will say that not all of them are 100% like the rattiest of spots ever, but a lot of them will definitely get your enemy caught off guard. So first up in the rat spot, and come into prison, come around here and tuck right here, take your gun, slide it in, hold this door right here. You can take it a step further, you can come down, hold this angle as well. You'll catch people off guard almost every single time, because naturally what they're gonna do is they're gonna come in, they're gonna look this corner, they're gonna peek here, and you're already gonna be right here. They would have to come, even if they're peeking here, good chance they're not gonna see you. They would have to come all the way in and swing all the way out, and by that point you're already dumping on them. All right, that's probably gonna do it for the prison area. Now obviously there's a lot of spots that you can rat in all of the cells and stuff, but we were talking about high traffic areas that are going to try and give you the probability of getting a lot of kills. So I think by this point we'll head over to my next favorite place to rat, which will be the prison tents going into the labs. Another interesting and fun spot to rat in, but it's a little riskier, is this ambulance right here. So you come in here, tuck yourself in, and you're kind of able to watch this lane. Get the guy from out there, hide here, wait for somebody to come grab the medicine. It's a little bit more dangerous of a spot because it's a little bit more open, but it's something that you'll hardly ever see players do. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it goes without saying, but Pride Rock here, the big rock in Island that overlooks the new labs, one of the most popular rat spots. I feel like one of my personal favorites as well. There's a lot of terrain that you can hide yourself in. This rock generally players will look for, so I wouldn't say that it is the safest rat spot ever. But what I like to do, or how I like to approach it, is I like to obviously sit here, watch the Church of Fish lane coming into lab, watch the backside of lab, watch players being able to come down from the radio tower lane, and you're still relatively protected behind here. And then now we move into lab, where lab has the biggest majority of places that you can rat, and I absolutely promise you that some of these in this new labs remake you are not going to know exist, so make sure to stick around for that. All right, we're gonna start our way on this side of labs and just work our way through the whole place. First one in Squeaky. Squeaky is extremely popular, obviously, because of the amount of people that go for the static GPU spawns. So we tuck ourselves in this stair right here. You have full lane for Squeaky, and then you can hit stairs right through this angle. So kind of just sit here, listen, wait. It's dark. Not a lot of players are going to see you. Wait for the kill there. Hear them come up above you like they're coming from backside of lab. Take the shots here. All right, moving actually into labs now. We're going to cover a bunch of places in here. We're going to do it relatively quickly. First up, as we come into the back entrance here, I like to go right behind the couch, right? So you could sit here. You have a really good response time to hit all 3 points of entry, and the chances of somebody spotting you right off the bat here are pretty slim. So these new couches are quite awesome for that. That side being super preferred. This side will leave you pretty exposed on an angle. One of my absolute favorite new spots is a little risky to do, and it's kind of hard to get up here, but if you jump right up on this table and then you're going to shoot for this book right here, jump up, walk yourself down the line, and from right here you're completely safe from these back windows, as I don't think players can get up there, so they can't see in, but you can sit here in this lane, which is a high traffic area in lab, and you can just wait. You can just harness your inner stank rat. This is one of my new favorite spots to just sit and pick players off. That's going to do it for the first floor lab. Let's move up to the next one. All right, coming into the second floor labs, we have this room here. And at first glance, you'd be like, man, how can I rat in this room? Well, super simple. One of my new favorite rat spots. Jump up onto the back window here. There's obviously a lot of risk in doing this, but if you come up here, put yourself in this cardboard box right on the edge, and then jump to the cupboard. And similar concept, you can hold this cross lane here, which players will be crossing over through here. You can hold this cross lane, they'll literally have no idea what hit them, and you are relatively completely protected from the backside, and no one's going to be looking in. Also, if you get players like crossing down over radio or something, you should be able to see them out in the courtyard too. They have no idea where to look for you. This is actually a really dirty spot as well to sit and get some easy kills. All right, we are almost rounding off our lab's second floor. I would say maybe not worth noting so much, but I mean, as dark as all these are, any of these bathroom stalls are going to be nice to hide in. However, you're not going to get a lot of traffic. You might have to sit and wait for kills for a long time on that one. I would probably avoid those. I wouldn't sit in them unless you know someone's in labs and maybe you hear them walking around. All right, up on the third floor, the executive room floor, there's not too many places up here that you can actually, I would say, would be really good rat spots with the labs remake that came out. You could go, obviously, kind of think to hide behind here. I wouldn't say it's a fantastic rat spot, but you might be able to squeeze off some kills, especially people coming from that angle, and you're relatively safe on your right side. All right, that's going to do it for the lab. Let's go up to the roof. There's a couple of places on the roof that is worth showing you guys, and then we'll move on to another point of interest on the map. I also want to apologize ahead of time that the compass is on. I'm super sorry. It's been a long time since I've played. Kind of forgot that I wanted to have that off. All right, moving on. A lot of these are super beneficial to take shots, from labs, take shots from bottom of the dock, take shots. I mean, like, you should be playing these curtains if you can. Obviously, a lot of these being so very dark, you can get a lot of cheeky stuff with them. Come over here, come up here, stand right here, crouch, and you can hit quite a bit of shots, and it very well may take them some time to see exactly where you're standing, and then you are able to fall right back down behind it as well, which is not necessarily a great rat spot unless you're expecting players to be coming up to do the drop. Then you could technically hide here and wait for them to come and do the drop, but chances of that are probably slim. But that's a really good angle to get people up there, especially if you know people are going to be coming down from that angle. All right, moving into docks. One of my favorite rat spots lies here at docks as well. Obviously, a lot of players play the rocks, which is a super smart move to do. But what I like to do is people expect to check rocks. So when they come out of the front of docks, they're going to be looking rocks. They're going to be looking rocks. They're going to be looking straight ahead, and they're going to be looking that way. Where players aren't going to be looking a lot of times is in a couple of different places. One, they generally don't look here, so you can set it up this way. Still leaves you exposed in the back. Set it up that way. The alternative to that is to bring it back a little further. Play your rat spot this way. Allows you to be a little bit more able to attack from this direction. Protects you a little bit more on this side. Also allows you to do a little bit more peeking. And if they do get the drop on you, you could shoot, return, come back, return fire. This spot is a little bit better. And then if you want to get really crazy with it, you come into this pylon right here, and you kind of can become one with the pylon. And I promise you, less people will notice you here. Other than that, in docks, there's not too many that are like super cheeky and hidden, other than like being here. Or obviously being here. I feel like not a lot of people, I'll be honest, not a lot of people check this. They just kind of come in and they rush straight up the stairs and they look for the flight recorder, they look for their gear, and they look to get out. I guess also technically if you wanted to, kind of another cheeky spot to hide in is in the booth. You can kind of sit here and just pop heads. Now granted, they can come in here, you know, come straight through. Probably check this way is like human behavior, right? And you're sitting right in the corner, right there to choose when you want to take your shot. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of DayZ. I enjoy that. I do enjoy guides in Ghost of Tabor. It's just one of those things that I haven't been putting a ton of time into. But the DayZ content will be coming back. For those of you that are following me for DayZ content, I appreciate that. And I am going to start slowly bringing Ghost of Tabor guides back as well. So consider hitting the subscribe button. Obviously, everybody knows about all the rat spots throughout the rocks and the environment. And I mean, really, you could kind of create everything as a rat spot. A couple of things you want in a rat spot. You want it to, like, 1, be high traffic, 2, be somewhat concealable, and like 3, make it also easily accessible or quickly accessible. So I try to balance that out in this video, try to spread all different types of rat spots out. But yeah, I mean, I can't go into like that tree there and that tree and that tree. And I mean, obviously those are all viable options, but I really wanted to get into some of the more like unique rat spots. All right, the first thing at radio I want to show you guys is not a rat spot, but it's just a bonus tip that you should be doing. But if you come up here, jump on these rocks, jump on this rock and this rock, you should be checking this window behind that box before you go up the ladder. There's a reason why. I'll show you when we get up there, but that box specifically, a lot of people hide at that box, and you can hit and check that angle from up here on the rocks. You can also do that here as well. But yeah, always check your windows. If you guys just want like a generic Ghost of Tabor tips and tricks video, comment that down below. Maybe that's something that we'll make, or join the Discord and let me know. But okay, so smart, intelligent plays when checking windows, right? So if people are going to be checking windows, like the tip I just showed you, becoming one with this filing cabinet is going to be your best friend. You have 2 lines of sight that you have to worry about. You have obviously this to my right and straight ahead. Both of those are straight ahead, so you can watch both of those at the same time, which is what makes this a really good spot to hide. And it's going to be an extremely high traffic area because people are going to be coming here looking for keycards and GPUs, and you're pretty hidden from the windows. Second rat spot, that's not really a rat spot in terms of being able to shoot somebody out of it, but tucking yourself behind this door will make you completely hidden. The moment you hear a player in the 2nd floor or coming up the stairs, you should be able to get the audio cue. You're gonna slowly just start creeping your way out and looking for the kill, or like listen for them to start looting and catch them off guard. That one requires probably a bit more skill from the player. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you saw some rat spots that you never knew existed before. Catch you all in the next one. Stay ratting.
3 thick men pouring milk down their butt cheeks. Hit them with this F and N. Watch his nuts leak. I've been fucking many men. I guess that's why my butt.